Hello, welcome everybody to another modern stream. Today we're going to be playing in this Know Thy Enemy. We're going to be getting to know one of the most powerful decks actually of the current modern format, which is a weird thing to say. We haven't not really had a really good control deck in a very long time. But Guillaume Wafotapa, Hall of Famer, of course, a legendary control player, actually came back to Modern about like a month or two ago, and he figured out this way of building control, which has completely revolutionized the archetype, and he's been putting results all the time, literally just top 8 in every single weekend, every single challenge, or winning PTQs and stuff like that. And a lot of people have started picking up his deck, and they actually are doing well, which is something for a change. Usually it's only Wafotapa who does well with the Wafotapa decks, but it turns out that the shell that he built is strong enough, and people are actually picking it up and having success with it. So today we're going to be trying something along those veins. And this is what we're looking at. So this is very much a Chalice of the Void deck. So we're playing 3 copies of Chalice of the Void. And of course, Chalice works really well alongside Prismatic Ending, meaning that you don't really have to, you don't really lock yourself out of having access to early interaction because of both Prismatic Ending and Solitude. You also not only get to Chalice against the decks like, you know, the Shadow decks and stuff like that, but you also get to Chalice against decks like Rhinos or Livinent. So you have very powerful haymakers in the main deck, and then even more in the sideboard ones we have access to Rest in Peace. We also have 1 copy of Rest in Peace in the main deck. We have access to Spreading Seas, which is fantastic against Ursa Saga, against Tron and decks like that. We also have access to Supreme Verdict, fantastic against creature decks. And I just already talked about Solitude, which is going to be the way that we're going to end the game. Also, this card, for what I've seen, ends up hardcast a lot of the time. Very powerful card. And Solitude allows us to play Kahira in the sideboard for free, which is pretty cool. And it actually does something to speed up the clock. So it can either be a free card that we can put in our hand in order to pitch to the Solitude, or it can just, you know, hardcast the Solitude and then just speed it down alongside the Cat Beast. We also have Supreme Verdict, very good against creature decks. Memory Deluge, a card that I totally didn't expect to be as good as it ended up being. This card is incredible. It's a way that you can hold up mana to, you know, hold up either Counterspell or Archmage's Charm to interact with your opponent. And then if they don't do anything, if they try to play around the counter magic, you can punish them by doing the classic EOT FOF, you lose. But instead of it being a FOF, it's a Memory Deluge, which gives you value down the line once you flashback. For 7 mana, you actually do get to dig through time. And this card being instant speed is just a massive deal. The Planeswalker suite includes Teferi Time Raveler and Teferi Hero of Dominaria. This card has been fantastic for a while, so really not much to say here. But we haven't really seen Teferi do very well in a minute because of the printing of Unholy Heat, right? Like Unholy Heat actually does a lot at, you know, you spend 5 mana, you plus your Teferi, and then your opponent just spends 1 mana and hits it, and it's gone, right? So this is, I think, that one of the most revolutionary things is that, well, you're playing Chalice now. So because you're playing Chalice, now you can actually preemptively protect your Teferi Hero of Dominaria, and obviously Teferi lines up really well with the card Counterspell, right? Like you Teferi, you plus, and then you get your 2 mana so you can hold up your Counterspell. We also have the one of Sharknado. We have more in the sideboard. Obviously, this card is fantastic against control and stuff like that, or sometimes it's used to go over the top of decks like Elementals and whatnot. The mana base is fairly simple. We have only 2 Castle Ventress and 2 Hall of Storm Giants. This card I've been very impressed with. It really turns the corner very quickly. It usually takes like 1 or 2 hits and the game is just over. So very impressed by this one over Celestial Colonnade. And then the rest is just fetch lands and, you know, some Mystic Gates, just some cards to actually cast our spells. 4 copies of Island, Basic Island, 1 copy of Basic Plains, and 1 copy of Rogue in Triumph. So we get 1 extra color in order to Prismatic Ending for X = 3. The sideboard includes extra haymakers like Rest in Peace and the 4th copy of Frenzies as well. We also have access to Sunset Revelry, new card from the new expansion from the Innistrad set. It's like a mini timely reinforcements, which is pretty neat. Dovin's Veto for the mirror against combo and stuff like that. Mystical Dispute, same reason. Force of Negation, the 1-of copy against decks like, I don't know, like a bunch of artifacts that actually Force is very good against. A bunch of archetypes that Force is good against. And Aether Gust against, you know, red and green decks, I guess. Torpor Orb against Elementals. Fracturing Gust against Hammer Time. And that kind of rounds up the deck list. We're going to see how it fares through a Modern League. So hopefully you enjoy it. We're going to be playing 5 matches. So buckle up because this one's going to be a long one. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next round. All right, starting things off here. And I think we keep this. We do have Solitude as interaction in case we need it, but if we don't need it, this hand is just kind of good. So we can go turn 1 Triumph, turn 2 Hole. Unfortunately, we're kind of locked into this play pattern, so if my opponent is playing a Blood Moon deck, we're not going to be able to play around it, unfortunately. So I'm just going to, you know, I guess I'm just going to represent Counterspell, you know. Growth Spiral, main phase. Okay. So they're playing some sort of Reclamation deck. They are definitely playing some sort of Reclamation deck. I wonder if they're just going to slam here. The only problem with control decks is we can never ever F6 now. The F6 button doesn't exist for us anymore. It's pretty nice that we're already ahead on clock. They're gonna Deluge here, Snapcaster, Growth Spiral. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna deal with this Snapcaster like 2 turns from now by just hardcasting the Solitude if my opponent doesn't do anything. So we're not really in a rush to get rid of this guy. We need an enchantment version of Welding Jar. That would be cute. Now the question is, do I draw 2 on end step? And I think I don't. Because I'm going to go to discard. I already have my land drops lined up for me. So I'm just going to chill here. We could play that for 1, but there's kind of not really a reason to do that. Memory Deluge. I think we'll let that go. If I had a Force of Negation, I would counter that, but since we don't, and I'm just gonna Deluge with my opponent's end step myself. The only problem is now my opponent's gonna be able to hit their land drop again. It's gonna be a long stream, yeah, for sure. Chalice on 2 is interesting. Well, not really, right? Like Chalice on 2 is not good for me. If they looked at 4 and did not find a land drop, I'm just very confused. Well, I'm just not going to cast anything into their open mana, right? I just let them go to discard. So now I'm kind of getting beaten down. I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful now. I'm gonna solitude on my opponent's end step. Get an island. Get a plains. Not finding the land drop there is pretty bad for us. Not finding the land drop is pretty bad. All right, got something going. Maybe I shouldn't have done that on main phase. Snapcaster. We can just prismatic ending that guy. There's a chalice in play, opponent. Okay. We got some options here. Because I can attempt to hit my land drop. Or I can just... I think I just want to hardcast Solitude this turn. So I can start gaining some life back. The other option would be to prismatic ending this for x equals 2. And try to go that route. I think this is good. You got it. Now we can serve. I think we're gonna win this game. I don't want to call it just yet, but I'm also kind of calling it. Gonna have a shark here, which doesn't do anything. I am extremely surprised that they still only have 4 mana after they resolve the Memory Deluge. I think that they just looked through some lands and they just, for whatever reason, chose to not put them in their hand, which is extremely confusing to me. Ren and 6. I mean, I can kill that. I think that's fine. I mean, as long as we have this Chalice and this Teferi in play, I don't think there's really anything that bad that can happen to us. I may be wrong, but... Also, we're ahead on clock, which always feels good in a control mirror. Draw 2. Resolves. Looking pretty good here. I think I'm gonna main phase. No attacks, no blocks is interesting. I think I'm gonna main phase a Deluge to try to find a land. We're still holding counterspell anyway, so there's the fortress, and I guess I'm getting a prismatic ending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can flashback Deluge if we want to. Yep. I am extremely confused about how we won that game. I am very, very confused about us winning that game, but I'll take it. I will take it. These are good. These are fantastic. Do I even want Resting Beast? I don't think I do. They could have Murktide. I doubt they have Murktide. So that's just gonna feel way better than Into the Story, right? At least in a shell like this that gets that kind of mana later. Yes. I mean, I would never consider playing Into the Story in this deck, right? It just wouldn't really cross my mind to try to play Into the Story in this deck. You're just nowhere even close enough to good to enabling it. I kind of want to keep some number of Spreading Seas. Maybe this is just wrong. Maybe I should just play none of them. Play one copy of Rip instead. Hidden adversary return his control's greatest pleasure. Yeah, exactly. That's one of the reasons why I low-key enjoy playing control a lot, because hitting land drops is my favorite thing in the game, so, and that's the most important thing you can do playing control. Only 2 lands here, but we're on the draw. And we have a Tef. If they have turn 2 Ren, that's going to be a problem. That's not turn 2 Ren mana. No land. We're going to have to cycle one of these sharks for no value. Not where we want to be. My opponent also does not hit the land drop. Land, please. Woof. Close. That was close. Cycle Shark looking for a land here. Veto is nice. Land? Ugh. So I think I'm gonna trade here. Because I don't want my opponent to be able to draw 2 of Archmage's Charm, because they're missing land drops. And even if they play something, I can just force it. So, like, even if they do play Reclamation, that's fine. Land. Please? Why is there an upkeep stop? This is something that if you're a control player and you're expecting to play control mirrors, this is like step number 1. You need to, even if you normally play with upkeep stops, which personally I think they're a mistake, but if you do like to play with upkeep stops, then if you're playing a control mirror, you should remove all of your upkeep stops. The clock is way too important. I'm super happy to exchange this here. The clock is way too important, and you're just giving up equity by just putting a stop in your opponent's upkeep. You're just giving up clock and you're not gaining anything from it. With how many landlords we've missed, I'm actually very, very happy with our position. Because my opponent hasn't been able to capitalize. And we never went to discard, right? Like every time we played a card, we trade for a card from my opponents. So, hey Scott, how's it going? Now they go to discard. Yeah, this is just great for us. This is just very, very good for us. Do something on end step. Growth Spiral. I'm kind of tempted to use my mana here now that they tapped out for the Growth Spiral. They can have another Fluster, which would be bad for me. But yeah, okay, sweet. Land? Easy. I guess we are gonna have to go to discard here. Discarding a Deluge. I'm gonna Deluge here on their end step. Because even if they want to tap mana, that's good for me because I get to resolve Big Tef. And if they don't, then I get to guarantee my land drops. Veto and the Glacial Fortress. Opponent continues going to discard the nice Ancient Grudge. Play my land. I think I'm gonna go, just gonna discard this Force, right? Oh, they're doing something? Ooh, please do something. Yes. I'll counter literally anything. Sweet. So now I didn't have to discard. That's awesome. Finally, they hit a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we can do this on back-to-back turns, which is great. I'm just gonna slam this Tev and we slam Tev with Veto back up. They have to counter this. And then we plus, and we untap, and we have veto again, plus force. They obviously cannot fluster this, they cannot fluster this. I think this game is just over. Game is done. How you doing, Donnie? We are playing control today. Boom! Control master. 1-0. Alright, so we're playing against Giganta. I'm gonna keep this hand. Probably means Tron, I would assume. Yep. Just trying to tilt me, Donnie, by asking me to play less lands in my control decks. Is that what you're doing? The seas are spreading. The seas are spreading. Oblivion Stone. It's kind of annoying, actually. What if you went to 24 but made up for it by playing a bounce land that way? It would feel like 25 card advantage wise, and you'd get a little bit of that sweet amulet fix that you're playing something else. Azorius Chancery. I don't have any problems with an Azorius Chancery, if I'm being honest with you. It's not looking good here. We haven't drawn very well, and we're probably going to have to slug through some Olomogs. That's a lot of mana. Bouncelands are amazing with Big Tef. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It would make it easier to hit land drops too. Giganta? That's fine. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cycle a shark here. And now I get to Teferi plus hold up counterspell. And I can protect the Tef with my Sharkarino. Opponent can blow up the O-Stone, which would kind of suck. But it is what it is. Again, don't be confused. We're not in good shape, right? Don't you for a second think that we're in good shape here, but could be worse, I guess. Maybe. Kind of. You're on damage step, opponent. There we go. I'm gonna main face Deluge, looking for a land. Nice. And Counterspell or Solitude? I think we want Counterspell. I could definitely be wrong about this. I think we want Counterspell, but it's possible that we may have wanted Solitude. I'm not sure. We really have to dodge Ulamog. Or I guess or Kozilek. I guess I should have kept Solitude, huh? Kozilek, the Butcher of Truth. It's been a minute since I've seen that bad boy. I remember I opened this in my pool in GP Vegas. The second one. I guess that we can Wrath here, so we just let that resolve. Play land, 2, white, white. It's kind of annoying that they can loop, right? So I'm not running them out of threats. Now the Karn that I countered is back in the deck. So I am eventually going to run out of stuff. We're gonna have to ending that Eldrazi Scion. That's hilarious. Wormcoil Engine. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I should have gotten that Solitude. God damn it. I should have gotten that Solitude. I knew it was close, but... Alright, what else you got, opponent? What are you gonna... Because that was obviously the bait, right? Here comes the big one. All right, these are good. That one's good. That's good. And I think that's it. I think this is what we want to do. I want to leave the one of Verdict in my deck so I can, I can look for it with Deluge if I need it. And I think Chalices are fine-ish. Yeah, I don't think Ending is terrible, but I think Chalice is better. I think Ending is just medium, Dispute is horrendous. Dispute is strictly worse Mana Leak, and Mana Leak was already pretty bad against Tron to begin with. I think we would have been in better shape if I had gotten the Solitude that last game. Not like guaranteed or anything, but I think we would have definitely been in better shape. Hand seems kind of fine. I don't love the second copy of the Chalice, but... Some natty Tron action from my opponent. Yeah, I'm gonna counterspell that. Probably Archmage's Charm. It's more mana efficient. Is it though? Yeah, I'm just gonna counterspell actually. Because I don't know if I'm going to be using the Archmage's Charm next turn. I may just be using that. Start to play Model 9 this week, and can someone explain what are the qualifier points for? It's for the showcase events. The one that I recorded last week, for example, those are showcase events. So I'm tanking here because I can find Spreading Seas of the Deluge. I think I don't have time though. Have like 17 only. Yeah, you need 40. And once you have 40, you get to play in the showcase events. Definitely gotta make sure we hit that line drop. If they have Baby Karn here, we're kind of in trouble. Nice. Prismatic ending would be sweet. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We can flashback Deluge next turn. That's pretty good. She could get the biggest season, like perfect way to cap off a year with no prepper magic is really celebrate everyone being able to play together in person. Yeah. I went to 2 Vegas so far, and both of them were fantastic. Nice. Opponent really helping out a homie over here. Opponent trying to help out a homie. Sylvan's Scrying. I think I have to let that resolve because I know about the O-Stone. Still don't have Tron. The good thing is that if they go get Liquid Metal Coating, I can just let it resolve. Yep. And I can just Solitude attack the Karn. And that's it. Dude, Solitude is so good. Solitude is fucked up. This card is insane. We got very lucky that my opponent did not play that turn optimally. Because this card could have been a really tough to beat pain in the ass. How much mana do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could take this turn to just put Kahira in hand. Because if my opponent plays the O-Stone, I'm going to have to counter it. So I think that I'm going to put this in hand, and I think I'm actually going to play it. I know that it's weird, you know, I probably should have thought about this before having my turn, like I missed on a point of life that I could have gained. I don't think it's going to matter, but... So unless they find the last missing Tron piece, we should be good here. Yeah, that resolves. I have multiple things that I can do here. I can just bounce this, or I can bounce my Solitude. But I kind of want to time walk them. If they're spending their turn doing exactly the same, that's just great for me. Because then I can counter it and I just kill them with Hole next turn. So if their line here is to just replay Worm Coil, we just win. Resolve that trigger. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Everything coming out Millhouse. All right, game number 3. Shout out to Chalice of the Void. Actually doing a lot of work that game. Actually doing a lot of work. Maybe the verdict is just bad and I should just have some extra endings. Just gotta love Chalice. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Do we want to change anything? Because this looks solid. I'm considering shaving the Supreme Verdict. Just cutting it all together. Just for another ending. I definitely don't want 4 copies of ending. Maybe I do. I don't think so. Think ending gains more value on the draw. Yeah, that's true. But is it 4 copies good? You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's 4 copies good. Like, it's fine. But it's not a card that I'm... Like, it has a very, very narrow window where it's good. It has a very narrow window where it's good, and any time past that window, it's just terrible. Would like to see like a Spreading Seas or 2 to round out this hand. Ending gains value in the draw, Chalice loses it. Yes, again, but your opponent will continue to draw cards, right? And once as the game progresses, when we're talking about the window where ending is good, this is the window where ending is good. So as the game progresses, your opponent will continue to draw cards through their deck, you know? And whenever they do, I think I'm counterspelling this, actually. Just using my mana and just trading for a card that's going to be good regardless seems like a good deal for me. I know they can't really complete Tron. They have Karn. It's kind of annoying, but we got Shark. So it's not that big of a deal. We can deal with this Karn. Baby Karn, baby Karn. We'll probably have to counter the coding, however. Still no Tron. So this means that they're going to be able to complete Tron unless I find another... What's his name off the top? Which I didn't. It's pretty bad. So now they're going to have Tron. See, I'm cycling a shark here. Draws me a card, allows me to hold up Solitude if I need to, and it does kill the Karn just the same. But this answers my opponent's Giganta. Opponent blows up the stone. Now they have Tron. Just a little bit of a problem. Play properly, get rewarded, I guess. We only have islands left in the deck. Oh, there's one Hallowed Fountain. Sweet. We don't have Jace or anything like that, so there's not really any reasons to... Ooh. To hold up fetch lands. We can find force. That's why I'm doing this in response. It's not force. So now my opponent's gonna plus. I'm gonna have to pitch probably this island, but then I can kill. Well, I guess I can't kill the Karn. So if they play Giganta, we just Solitude on end step. If they play something bigger, we're kind of screwed. So we just have to hope that they play the Giganta and that's all they have. That's what they did. That's more. This Karn. This Karn is kind of rough. And the Ulamog got rid of the hole, so I can't pressure this. Ugh. Not in good shape. Not in good shape. I think we're probably going to need to find another Solitude in order to win this game. So I'm just going to draw 2 here. Probably on my end step. Like, we're going to have to find a different way of killing this 5/5. This is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. Not being able to pressure the Karn here it's a really big deal. We're gonna need the body. I don't think I can just pitch. I can just put Kahira and pitch it to kill this thing. Like we just really need the 3/2 body. So there goes that. We can't beat Ulamog. And that 2 doors for Ulamog. So I guess if we find the spreading cyst, we have to put it in this sanctum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we just have to pass. I'm gonna pitch this Teferi to Karn. And we're gonna veto any like ancient steering style thing. This Karn Liberate is pretty tough to beat. Guess I tapped 1 mana too many. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 6/6 shark. 3, 1, 2, 3. Alternatively, I can go Kahira plus. We swing for 4. This goes to 5 -3 to kill this. Then we Kahira. Then we kill it with Kahira. I think I like that better. We have to dodge this turn. If we dodge this turn, I think it's possible we can turn the corner. If they plus were ditching Typhoon, yeah, that's true, but they don't answer my board, right? They exiled Chalice. Okay. So we're gonna let Spheres go, but I'm gonna counter an Ancient Steerings. If they get lucky of the Spherings, of the Sphere, they just get lucky of the Sphere, you know. But Ancient Steerings is like a mini tutor, so I'm definitely countering a Steerings. It's just too many looks. Yeah, Chalice was doing a lot of work on this board. Chalice was doing a lot of work. It looks like we're finally going to be able to get rid of this guy, which is good. This game's super close. Relic of Progenitus is what they find of the Karn. Just so they stop my deluge. Okay, but now we kill both Planeswalkers. Great Creator, liberated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We get to make a 7/7 shark. They're tapping a lot of mana. They have another Karn. God damn it. 3, 4, 5, 6. God damn it. So their hand is Sulamol plus some other cards. Yeah. It's slipping away. It's definitely slipping away. It is definitely slipping away. So we're gonna make 7/7 shark. Be able to kill the Karn, I guess. Did you want to cycle the Fiend to find a counterspell and they cast Karn? No, because I can kill the Karn. I need to find a counterspell for the Ulamog. Like, I'm just killing the Karn right now. Like, the Karn is not that big of a deal. The problem with the Karn is that it found the Ulamog. But the Karn itself, like the Gahira, is just gonna kill it. All right, what are we doing? Killing both of my creatures? Interesting. Their problem is they have the Kozilek, right? Like, we know that they have Kozilek in their deck. We saw it game one. We saw the Kozilek game one. Which means that they're just going to cycle, you know, through their deck, and they're going to find the stuff that they need eventually. Seems very unlikely that we're going to be able to race them. But we gotta try. We gotta try. At least with the clock. Dude, I'm the one playing control, and my opponent is the one that is 7 minutes behind. I have no idea how this happens every single time. What are Tron players doing? Thrak Daddy. F. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so we go top, top. Seize the blast zone. Plus hole. And my opponent now can't attack, and we can start clocking them with the hole. F. Well, so we're gonna have to find another Solitude. How many do we have left? We're out. Damn it. So we have to find the fairy, bounce our own Solitude, and replay it. Okay. So put that on top, put that on top. Hero of Dominaria. Minus some Worm Coil. Pass the turn. Again, there's a multitude of things that we can't beat here, right? So I'm just trying to beat the things that I can beat, you know? They draw another thing. It's really hard like this. Oh, I need you to whiff one turn, opponent. Just one turn. I needed you to whiff one turn. At least one turn. Huh. So I guess put that on top, put that on top. We bounce. Yeah, so put that on top, put that on top. Draw two. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Fairy. Bounce the Worm Coil. And now we can counter the Worm Coil on the way back. They're going to have another Worm Coil on the following turn, so we're going to need to find another answer for that Worm Coil. This Hero of Dominaria is going to die. No, gaining control of the token is bad. So this means they're going to need to double Worm Coil. But this is dying anyway, so I think I'll just let this go. There's also the clock, by the way. The clock can be our win condition. The clock can definitely be our win condition. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Have 11 mana. Plus 12 mana, make that 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't attack because of the hole. Or maybe they do. Onboard tricks are the best kind of tricks. Onboard tricks are the best kind of tricks. Chalice for 1. Plus. Am I supposed to upkeep castle? I think so. Five, 6. So we know they're drawing Worm Coil. And then we can use Baby Tef. To bounce the Worm Coil again. So I think this is fine. Oh, I should. No, that's fine. This is fine. This is fine. I guess there is technically the possibility that we can deck ourselves, but I think we can get there with this huge shark. I think we can actually just get there. Win this game like just fair and square. I think we're just gonna win this game fair and square. Not even because of the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or we can make a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we can make a 12, 12 shark. And that would be 12 plus 7, 19. That's 2 attacks. Is that better? Then swinging 7 here, opponent goes down to 18. I think that making the shark this turn is better. Dude, we're gonna win this game. I can't believe we're gonna win this game. And both Ulamogs are gone, so we slugged through both Ulamogs, so they can't just exile my... They can't just exile my shark. Don't even need to play to the clock. Don't even need to play to the clock. Just easy game. Dude, what a match. Holy. This deck is sick. What a game. Jesus. I'm really stoked right here. I feel like that was pretty well played. I feel like I feel like all of our cards lined up perfectly, and dude, like, just there's something special about winning a match with 2 cards left in your deck with a 12-12 shark. You know what I'm saying? There's something special about that. See you for next round. All right, we're on the draw. No companions for opponent, and this seems like a fine hand. Inspire Advantage. Okay, this is not a fine hand anymore. Rest in Peace has been revealed. Yeah, it's not a fine hand. Not a fine hand. So I think our line is gonna be try to cheese Chalice of the Void. So we're gonna have to cheese them to win this game, right? So what is the better cheese, or like the highest chance of successful cheese, I guess would be a better way to put it. To Spreading Seas their Inspiring Advantage, or to Chalice for 1? I think the Chalice is the highest chance of cheese. I would just hope that their hand is just a bunch of 1-drops. Well, we're dead. Damn it. We're not gonna even have time to... Gonna have to steal the gobble, take 2. But it's the only line of play available to us. If they have any spell at all, we're dead. Yep. Opponent's leaving the alt art life over there. I love how we were so stoked after the previous match, and then Burn just shows up here like, no. Let me tell you what, just a little bit of a reality check, you know, keeping me honest. Big deal, you beat Tron. Let me tell you. Let me tell you about the modern format. Yeah, like a nice little reality check. I think Spreading Sea is actually a legit plan. Jeez, my phone is going off. Shark kind of sucks. Gonna have to just turn this off. So annoying. I guess this. Are these better than just Verdict? Maybe on the play Verdict is better. Alright, those Sunset Revelries better show up. I'm willing to keep this hand though. Willing to keep this hand. Dovin's Veto. I think I'm just gonna Solitude pitch Solitude here. Just get 2 for 1 by my opponent's 1-drop. No big deal. Oh, another one of those guys. This means my opponent cannot idle on me. It's kind of interesting. So here we game 4. And we draw a card. Seems pretty good, right? And now with the Spreading Seas, it's not going to be easy for them to hold up the Rolling Vortex activation. Maybe because of that, I was supposed to just pass and draw 2 on end step if they don't do anything. Maybe find a better spot to actually get some 1/1's value. Spreading Seas doing the Lord's work, jeez. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not countering anything that they could play for this mana. Like, I would like to counter Boros Charm, but... So this could be a very, very good blowout. CB John Run with the Prime sub. Excellent. Now with that... Debated. My shop didn't have Slugger, says I'll be needing this TCG player code. Nice. Damn it. It was too good to be true, right? It was too good to be true. This is not a bad consolation prize, however. Oh, they found the land. No, know you to be a blue-white gamer. I like playing control. Yeah, blue-white's not necessarily my favorite kind of control, but I do like playing control every now and then. I think I'm supposed to minus next turn. Yeah, and I'm gonna drop that Chalice next turn as well. Well, I can protect it with counter spells. Originally Karoo control gamer. The best kind. The best kind. Skewer the critics. Cast the hard way. It's pretty good. I think we can put Kahira in hand this turn. Hold up counter spell. My opponent can't really play multiple spells in the same turn. Yeah, that's fine. Nope. Got him. All right, now on the draw. This is another story. Now we're gonna be on the draw. Huh. Now we're gonna be on the draw. Brain hurty from being old sucks, shoot me. I'm old. Being old doesn't suck though. Being old is pretty great, if I'm being honest with you. Don't have too many complaints with being old. Yeah, that's what I was thinking exactly, Freed. We're definitely on the same page there. I guess I keep this. We have an answer to a turn 1 creature. We have a counter spell for turn 2. Land. Can I do this? Because I'm gonna have to shock. Like I definitely I have to kill this. So I'm taking 2, I'm going down to 16 if I do that. But I kind of feel like I'm gonna need this Solitude down the line. I may be wrong here, but I think I have to do this, unfortunately. Am I just countering this? I think I want to counter this. We still have force. It makes Skewer the Critics a lot worse. Bordo's Charm, sure. I guess they did have Skewer the Critics anyway. Imagine if my opponent had Lurrus over there, right? Imagine if they had Lurrus. You really need that 15 cyber card to try deflecting Pod the Titan. I mean, you really need it, right? Kahira. Helix Face. Helix Face is fine. White, white, 1, 2, 3. If they have 3 instant speed spells, we lose, but they don't. Wow, they really flooded there. If only they have had Lurrus! Imagine that! Imagine if they had had stuff to use their mana for. Anyway, you'll love to see it. See you next round. Alright, we're playing against the Lurrus deck. Rest in Peace can be amazing if they're playing something like Shadow, and it can be horrible if they're playing something like Hammer. I think I'm keeping this hand though. Like Solitude is kind of the nuts. All right, we got debated. Chalice of the Void. And slamming, I'm slamming the Chalice like there's no tomorrow. All right, hope this is very good. Here's hoping this is very good. No second land drop past the turn. Oh man. Ooh. Definitely do that instead of putting Kahira in my hand. Let's go. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. You probably just 6-for-1 them or something over the course of the game. I hope. I hope I did. It's a fun little card. What? What? Did I just fixed my opponent's mana? What the hell? But Goblin Guide though. Why are they playing Goblin Guide? What? My mind is majorly blown right now. I am extremely confused. Dude, they're playing Boros Charm alongside Expressive Iteration? Are they just splashing Iteration in burn? Is that what's going on? Too good not to play into Iteration, I guess. I am like so confused. So confused. Oh. That's what I want to do. I mean, we're going to have to counter that, right? That represents 2 burn spells. Okay, so now we have an avenue to victory now, which is what we were lacking. If opponent casts a Strike River on your Spreading Seas, who takes the damage? I do. Because I still control it, right? It's enchanting my opponent's card, but I am still the person that controls the spell. Alright, Tef. Let's go. No land sucks a little bit, but maybe you'll gain me some life. Opponent's going face. No life to be gained. Oh man. They're gonna be able to Lurrus now. That's not Lurrus mana. Do they only have 2? They only have 2 white lands to cast the Lurrus? I think my opponent may have played themselves a little bit there. Helix face. I guess I play Kahira. Beatdowns have begun. Beatdowns engaged. Well, my opponent is not playing most burn list. I can bounce Spreading Seas and replay it. I just really have to find counter magic here. I'm holding the verdict because I guess I don't have force. Never mind. Shouldn't have held the verdict. Shouldn't have held the verdict. Island. Deluge. Charm. I guess I can chalice for 2. Seems good. Land plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Chalice for 2. Serve. Spreading Seas, let's go. Spreading Seas, let's go. I think this is what I did last time. Dispute is just bad. They probably have 4 expressive iterations and that's it. But like Dispute is just bad interaction. Like it's not good interaction. 3 mana leak is not what's up, you know. How have the 2 new cards been? You mean Memory Deluge? It's been amazing. It's been very, very good. Oh, there's the Revelry, yeah. Revelry is also legit. Still unclear whether it's just better than playing Timely, but I suspect it is. But in any case, it's probably close. Swift Spear. Yeah, I've seen the list that main board this card. I'm not that high on it. Like, it's fine, but it's a sideboard card. I guess there's sort of a little bit of synergy between Solitude, because, like, I think I'm gonna Solitude here. Killing one of these. Dark Jupe, I think you will follow. I think we do this now. We're gonna get 2/2/2s. We don't get to draw a card, which is fine. But we get 4 life and we get a couple of champ blockers. Next turn we can either Spreading Seas or we can hold up Charm. Iteration's pretty good. Iteration's really good, actually. Halloween token. Do we just steal their DRC? The art list DRC. Bleed Chalice for 0. Put that on top. Land, creature, sorcery, instant. Let's fucking go. You got me. We're gonna need to get some lands going. I think if we can find a land drop, we're gonna be in fine shape. It's pretty good. Really need that land drop. Really need that land drop. So they're playing like Prowess Burn or something? Something along those lines. Land is good. Also, I'm gonna have to change my sideboarding. My opponent is a lot more creature-centric than the burn list that we played a little bit earlier in the previous round, actually. So we're gonna have to reassess our sideboarding. Lurrus seems very good in their deck. I think I'm gonna have to hold up counterspell this turn. Next turn I can Solitude. I'm gonna counterspell the Lurrus, because otherwise they can replay the DRC, which is gonna be an issue. Yep. Bolt goes face. Please play Lurrus, please play Lurrus, please play Lurrus. Do it! Do it! Yes. Secure Solitude should be a 2-for-1. Oof. Wow. Wow! This is gonna be like the best Solitude of all time. The best Solitude of all time. Whew! That's a lot! That's a lot, dude! That is so much! Ooh, baby! It's Spreading Seas on one of their lands, whatever. And Kahira. Kahira. Should be game over. Impossible to race. Oh, this deck is something. This deck is something. Jeez. Whew. Oh, see you next round. All right, here we go. Can we get the trophy? I think this hand is fine enough to keep. We had a land drops. We have Solitude as early interaction. We have Archmage's Charm to start getting card advantage. The doubters prove them wrong. I'm gonna try to prove them doubters wrong. Show them they should believe. I'm gonna start buying parts of your Nihilance deck. Amulet just isn't kind of in my meta anymore. Yeah, 406. That's what I've been experiencing as well. Like the last 2 times that I went to play at my LGS, I just played lands. We get some Stealers in chat. Are we gonna steal that one? Humans gamer. Yeah, that's really fun. Yeah. Yeah, Counterspell is going to be pretty bad this game, but they're down to 4 cards. And their start is actually pretty slow, so I'm not like super scared or anything. Medley Mage, named Solitude. Do we have another Medley Mage to name Supreme Verdict? Oh, that's spice. Well, that's hella spice. Holy shit. Well, I guess we're gonna have to... take it easy here. I'm not gonna be able to steal. I'm gonna have to draw 2, I think. I'm gonna try to dig for Supreme Verdict. No, I don't think we can afford to steal. We're gonna need to Wrath. Oh, I should have stolen in response. Oh, whoops. Because now they're gonna find another meddling mage. Oh, Thalia? Yeah, Thalia does it too. What happens if I steal now? I think this doesn't work, but there's only one way to figure out, I guess. No, it doesn't work. Alright, so I guess I didn't think about Thalia, honestly. What should have happened is when my opponent showed me the recruiter, I should have stolen in response. We can play a blocker. Yeah, this doesn't do it. Wow, this thing just... Wow, this spiraled out of control so quickly. That definitely caught me off guard. I'm like, oh, okay, I have time. I can just go get my Wrath. Like, no. You're dead now. You're dead right now. So, yeah. Well, it looks like we're not particularly well prepared for the humans matchup, let me tell you. Fracturing Gust to gain life, I guess? Force of Negation. Veto as a white card. Veto as a white card that I can pitch to Solitude, I guess. Oh, Torpor Orb! Torpor Orb is nuts. That's right. Torpor Orb is great. I guess it's not that good, right? Like, it only stops... It stops Lieutenant. It stops... Yeah, I guess it's not nuts. It's just okay. Also, Aethergust sucks, but we don't really have better options, I don't think. It stops Kitesail Freebooter, and it stops the Recruiter. Champion of the Parish, which I assume they're playing. It also stops that, that's true. I'm gonna bring in Veto just because it can... no, actually Force is better because of Vile. Never mind, whatever. I was thinking about just like a white card for Fury. Well, I'm keeping this. I guess I'm sending Shark Typhoon? I think so. It doesn't stop Meddling Mage. That's not how Meddling Mage works. It sounds good though. I think I'm sending the Shark Typhoon. I'm gonna slam this Torpor Orb onto. Meddling Mage is not a trigger. A trigger is something that goes on the stack. Meddling Mage does not go on the stack. Yeah, it's really weird how it works. But it is how that works. Awkward. But we will be fine. I think I'm just gonna Teferi minus on the other vial. Unless they play Thalia or whatever. Opponent says, oops. So 1 mana, 1/1. We can, if they attack, we can surprise Solitude block. That'd be pretty sweet. Two mana. Melee Mage. My opponent's not afraid of sweepers. I think this works. It should work. The most obviously telegraphed Solitude of all time. No, I misclicked again! Damn it! I didn't want to click there! I didn't want to click! Damn it! Yeah, we're gonna lose because of that. God damn it. Ugh. Oh, come on. Triple Melee Mage? Alright. We're dead now. Fuck. Ah. Yeah, I threw this game. I threw this game just by being an idiot. That was just a misclick. That was nothing else than just a stupid misclick. Also, it looks like we're never ever seeing a Wrath, right? Alright, we could not get there. Womp womp. Dude. That's such a... Because if I have the 3-2... If I have the 3-2 blocker, right? Like the 3-2 lifelink blocker, like my opponent just doesn't have good attacks. They can attack with the Thalia and that's it. That's literally the only good attack that they have. That was rough. That was a really, really rough misclick. Disappointing. Disappointing. Because we played some truly great games today. We played some really, really good games today. This deck is kind of fire, so we're gonna be running it back. We're gonna be running it back. That's gonna be it for this league, though. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.